Well, now to the latest coronavirus numbers in Maryland. Now, the major headline today, the percentage of people testing positive for the virus has dropped below 4%. Some are frustrated that they can't get an appointment for a vaccine, however. About 6% of Marylanders are fully vaccinated. And WJZ investigator Mike Elgren is live at the Baltimore Convention Center, a mass vaccination site, with more on those concerns. Mike.
Denise, the city health commissioner says there are still some weather-related supply issues, but the bottom line is there are not enough doses coming from the federal government. A number of people tried to get an appointment at the new M&T Bank Stadium vaccination site, but they couldn't. Now, that site will initially start giving 250 to 500 doses a day.
There are new clinics being opened up every day across the state.
Maryland's acting assistant health secretary tells WJZ, despite the lack of supply, it's critical to get the new mass vaccination site up and running at M&T Bank Stadium. It opens Thursday, and registration for appointments began today.
The point about opening these mass vaccination sites now is to really get the large engine running so that when we get a lot of gas from the federal reserves, we'll be able to support it. So we're starting off slowly for all of them, with much higher capacity further down the road.
But Mayor Scott says more appointments must go to people who live in Baltimore.
Half of the sites, the doses that are given at those sites, should go to the folks in the jurisdiction. But we know that it's not the case as of yet. We're going to continue to work and push with the state to see if we can get those things happening.
Many across the state remain frustrated that they cannot get an appointment. Desperate, they're turning to Facebook groups like Maryland Vaccine Hunters, where people list possible leads.
Hang in there. we know that it really is about getting more vaccines out there.
About half of Baltimore's police force has now been vaccinated, including the commissioner.
Some of you may know that my own son tested positive for COVID-19 in March of 2020, and while he made a full recovery, he had some extremely tough symptoms of the virus. So it was important for me to get the vaccine and to encourage others within my department and even my own family members when they're eligible.
Now, since the start of the pandemic, the health department says Maryland has wasted a little more than 1,700 doses of the vaccine. Most of that was due to a freezer failure at a hospital on the Eastern Shore. Reporting live at the Convention Center, Mike Elgren, WJZ.
Mike, thank you. In Baltimore City, the number of people testing positive for the virus is down nearly 60% from just 1 month ago. Here's more of what Mayor Brandon Scott is saying about the trends.
We remain confident and cautiously optimistic as our numbers continue to trend in the right direction. We have all of us have put forth a huge effort in ensuring that our residents are protected and cared for as we continue to weather this pandemic together.
As the key numbers continue to move in the right direction, more restrictions are being lifted. The 1-hour time limit for bars and restaurants is now over. Dining is at 25% capacity indoors and 50% indoors. Customers must still sign in and sign out. Amateur sports and live performances can also start again.